I've seen men break beneath pressure, and I've seen men bend like trees, holding steady through the chaos while fighting silent enemies. The world only sees the outcome, the victory at the end, but never all the sleepless nights or the strength it takes to mend. There are battles fought in silence that no camera ever finds, and the strongest men among us carry them inside their minds. The storm don't care who you are or what you've overcome. It only asks one question: will you stay or will you run? Here's to the men who walk through storms with lightning in their eyes, the ones who keep on moving when every reason says goodbye. No applause upon the horizon, no reward when the night grows long. Here's to the men who walk through storms and somehow keep moving on. I knew a man who lost his fortune and built it back again, not because he loved the money, but because he loved the man within. I knew another who buried heartbreak beneath 1,000 miles of road, learning that pain grows lighter when you stop carrying the load. Life has a way of testing every promise that we make, and character is what remains after everything can break. The rain keeps falling equally across every roof in town, teaching us that strength is found in getting back up from the ground. Here's to the men who walk through storms with lightning in their eyes, the ones who keep on moving when every reason says goodbye. No applause upon the horizon, no reward when the night grows long. Here's to the men who walk through storms and somehow keep moving on. climb. And maybe strength isn't power or a title to perform. Maybe strength is simply becoming the man who survived the storm. Keep on moving when every reason says goodbye. No applause upon the horizon, no reward when the night grows long. Here's to the men who walk through storms and somehow keep moving on. And when the clouds finally part and the morning sky is born, may they remember who they became by walking through the storm. The thunder moves away, the road stretches on, and the men who walk through storms walking.
There's a diner down on Main Street, still glowing in the rain. The same old waitress pouring coffee while trains roll through the dark again. I've spent years chasing horizons, watching seasons come and go, learning every road worth taking starts where fear won't let you go. The city keeps its secrets, and I've learned to keep mine too. Some things are better carried than explained to someone new.
Questions, it only lets you think about the distance you've traveled and the edges of the brink. I'm the last light on Main Street, still burning through the storm, holding on to something honest in a world that's changed its form. Every mile left behind, every lesson etched so deep. I'm the last light on Main Street when the city falls asleep. I knew men who chased fortunes and others who chased fame. Most of them lost themselves long before the money came. I've seen love become a memory, I've seen trust become a ghost. Funny how the things that hurt us
can end up teaching most.
Now I sit beside the window,
Listening to the rain,
knowing peace is not a destination,
but a choice we make again.
the moon hangs over rooftops
Like a guardian of the night,
reminding every lonely soul to keep moving toward the light.
I'm the last light on Main Street, still burning through the storm,
Holding on to something honest
in a world that's changed its form. Every mile left behind me, every lesson etched so deep. I'm the last light on Main Street. When the city falls asleep,
but they gave me something rare, a heart that doesn't need permission,
and a soul beyond repair. Not broken, just weathered. Not lost, just free.
storm, holding on to something honest in a world that's changed its form. Every mile left behind me,
every lesson etched so deep. I'm the last light on Main Street. When the city falls asleep, and if nobody remembers the roads I chose to keep, I'll still shine through the darkness like the last light on Main Street. The train rolls through the distance, the coffee turns cold, and the last light on Main Street still glows. Still glows. There's a bottle by the window and a storm rolling through town. The bartender is stacking chairs as the night is winding down. I've been sitting in this corner long enough to know the view. Every crack along the counter, every shadow passing through. The jukebox hums a lonely melody like it remembers me, playing songs from years ago about who I used to be. Some people leave with memories, some leave with regret. I leave with lessons written in every cigarette. The whiskey knows my name, it remembers where I've been, the nights I fought my battles and the wars I didn't win. It knows every promise broken, every dream that changed its aim, long before the world remembered. The whiskey knew my name. I once believed forever was a place you could arrive, but forever is a moving train that rarely stays alive. I've loved and I've lost, I've watched good people disappear, and I've learned that every ending leaves a reason to persevere. Now I wear my history lightly, like an old but trusted coat, no longer trying to outrun every memory I wrote. The rain taps on the rooftop like fingers keeping time, and every drop reminds me I've survived another climb. The whiskey knows my name, it remembers where I've been, the nights I fought my battles and the wars I didn't win. It knows every promise broken, every dream that changed its aim, long before the world remembered. The whiskey knew my name. Tread, because healing isn't forgetting, and peace ain't running away. It's sitting with your old ghosts until they have nothing left to say. Remembers where I've been, the nights I fought my battles and the wars I didn't win. It knows every promise broken, every dream that changed its aim, long before the world remembered. The whiskey knew my name. When they close this old bar down and the city rearranges, the whiskey will still know the man who survived
all of the changes. The bottle stands empty. The storm moves on, and the whiskey still knows my name.
There's a chair beside the window that nobody ever takes. It watches over quiet evenings and remembers old mistakes. I've spent countless nights there thinking while the city drifted by, watching rain blur distant streetlights underneath the tired sky. Somewhere in that worn-out cushion lives every version of my name. The dreamer and the doubter, the winner and the blame. Like it understands the cost of every road I traveled and everything I lost. In the chair by the window, I learned to let things go. The people, the expectations, the things I couldn't control. The rain became my company, the silence became my friend. In the chair by the window, I found myself again. I remember winter evenings when the future felt unclear, when every dream seemed distant and every answer disappeared. But time has a quiet patience. It reveals what matters most, not the noise of passing moments, but the things that truly hold. Now the city seems much smaller than it did in younger days, and peace arrives more often in simple, honest ways. The curtains paint silver on the floor, just like all those years ago, though I'm not the same anymore. In the chair by the window, I learned to let things go. The people, the expectations, expectations, the things I couldn't control. The rain became my company, the silence became my friend. In the chair by the window, I found myself again. Some lessons take a lifetime, some truths arrive too late, some doors only make sense after you've walked away. And maybe that's the beauty of every passing year. You stop chasing certainty and start seeing things clear. In the chair by the window, I learned to let things go. The people, the expectations, the things I couldn't control. The rain became my company, the silence became my friend. In the chair by the window, I found myself again. And when the final evening comes and the city fades from view, leave that chair beside the window for someone passing through. For someone passing through. The rain keeps falling, the chair remains, and somewhere in the silence, another story begins. There's a man at the corner table, staring into his coffee cup. He wears a smile when people ask, but never opens up. You can see it in his eyes, the miles he's traveled through, the kind of pain that teaches things no classroom ever knew. He's paid bills nobody noticed, fought battles no one saw, kept standing through the hardest years without applause at all. Some stories stay unspoken, some wounds stay out of sight. Some men learn how to carry them through every sleepless night. Here's to the men who never talk about it, the ones who keep moving on, the ones who hold the weight in silence long after the strength is gone. They don't ask ask for recognition. They don't need the world to see. Here's to the men who never talk about it. They're stronger than they'll ever be. Father working overtime, trying to keep the lights alive, never speaking of the pressure, just doing what it takes to survive. I know a man who lost everything and built it all again, without posting every struggle or explaining where he'd been. The world often overlooks them because they never make a scene, but they're the reason families stand when times get hard and mean. The rain falls on every rooftop without choosing where to land, and life tests every soul it finds in ways we don't always understand. Here's to the men who never talk about it, the ones who keep moving on, the ones who hold the weight in silence long after the strength is gone. They don't ask for recognition, they don't need the world to see. Here's to the men who never talk about it. They're stronger than they'll ever be. Never speaks. Maybe courage is getting up every day for weeks and weeks. Maybe strength is showing kindness when the world has not been fair. Maybe strength is carrying burdens without asking others to care. Long after the strength is gone, they don't ask for recognition, they don't need the world to see. Here's to the men who never talk about it. They're stronger than they'll ever be. And when the years have all passed by and the stories finally cease, may they find the rest they earned and a little well-deserved peace. The coffee grows cold, the city moves on, and the strongest men say nothing at all. Everybody's moving faster, chasing something they can't name, scrolling through another lifetime, trying to outrun the rain. The city's brighter than it used to be, but somehow feels less warm. Too many voices talking loudly, not enough weather in the storm. I sit beneath a fading streetlight, watching strangers pass me by, wondering if they ever notice the stars beyond the sky. Maybe I'm from a different chapter, maybe that's alright. Some things are worth preserving in a world obsessed with light. I'm an old soul in a new world, trying to keep my footing straight, holding on to simple truths before they disappear too late. I still believe in loyalty and earning what you own. I'm an old soul in a new world, walking roads alone. I still enjoy the sound of silence more than crowded company. A cup of coffee by the window and a little honesty. I've learned that peace is expensive, but worth every cent you spend. And the older that I get, the more I value genuine friends. The world keeps changing every season, but some things never should. Like keeping your word when it's difficult and doing what you said you would. The moon reflects on wet pavement like it did when I was young, reminding me that wisdom grows long after songs are sung. I'm an old soul in a new world, trying to keep my footing straight, holding on to simple truths before they disappear too late. I still believe in loyalty, earning what you own. I'm an old soul in a new world, walking roads alone. All the way through. Not everything old is broken, not everything new is gold. Some lessons survive generations because they're worth being told. True. lose their glow, I'll still be carrying those old truths wherever I may go. The city keeps changing, the years keep turning, but some souls remain timeless. The newspapers never printed all the nights I barely slept. They never saw the empty rooms or the promises I kept. No headlines for the sacrifices, no cameras for the pain. Just another man still standing after walking through the rain. The city loves a winner, but it forgets the road they took. The chapters full of struggle that nobody bothered to look. Some victories are private, some wars are never seen, and some of the strongest people remain somewhere in between. There's no applause for survivors, no crowd waiting at the end, no spotlight in the darkness, no guarantee you'll win. But every scar tells a story, every wound reveals the cost. There's no applause for survivors, just proof they weren't lost. I knew a man who lost everything and still woke up each day. He carried heartbreak like luggage, but never threw his hope away. The strongest souls I've ever met were never loud or proud. They moved like shadows through the storm and never needed a crowd. Because life doesn't hand out trophies for simply staying alive, yet somehow that's the hardest thing most people ever survive. The moonlight on the pavement looks the same as years ago, but the man who walks beneath it knows things he didn't know. There's no applause for survivors, no crowd waiting at the end, no spotlight in the darkness, no guarantee you'll win. But every scar tells a story, every wound reveals the cost. There's no applause for survivors, just proof they weren't lost. Your soul remembers why you started the climb.
There's no applause for survivors, no crowd waiting at the end, no spotlight in the darkness, no guarantee you'll win. But every scar tells a story, every wound reveals the cost. There's no applause for survivors, just proof they weren't lost. And when the final curtain falls and the city dims its glow, the ones who kept on walking will be the only ones who know. The rain keeps falling, the city keeps forgetting, but survivors remember every step. Every step.
I remember standing at the bottom of a mountain nobody could see. No map hanging on the horizon, no voice explaining who to be. Just cold nights and empty pockets, and a heart too stubborn to quit. While the world was busy talking, I was learning how to weather it. Every setback built another staircase, every failure carved another stone. The higher that I climbed in silence, the more I walked alone. The road was never easy, but easy wasn't the goal. I wasn't chasing comfort, I was trying to build a soul.
No one saw the mountain, no one felt the weight, no one heard the midnight doubts, so watch me challenge fate. They only see the man I've become, not the storms that came before. No one saw the mountain, but I climbed it all the more. There were days the rain felt endless, and the future looked unclear. Every mile seemed twice as heavy, every shadow fed the fear. But time has a way of teaching
what no book can ever say. You discover who you really are when excuses fade away.
Now the city lights below me look smaller than before. Funny how the things that broke you can make you something more. Now is simple. I finally trust what I know. No one saw the mountain, no one felt the weight, no one heard the midnight doubts or watched me challenge fate. They only see the man I've become, not the storms that came before. No one saw the mountain, but I climbed it all the more. Some victories are invisible, some chapters stay untold. Some men build themselves in darkness, turning hardship into gold. Not for praise, not for glory, not for someone else's eyes, just to become the kind of man who never compromises. No one felt the weight, no one heard the midnight doubts. Oh, watch me challenge fate. But every scar became a teacher, every wound became a door. No one saw the mountain, but I climbed it all the more. Now the rain feels different, now the night feels warm, because the man who feared the darkness learned to walk inside the storm. No one saw the mountain, but I know what it was for. The city keeps sleeping, the mountain remains, and somewhere above the clouds a quiet man smiles.
There's a room above the bar downtown where the ceiling knows my name. A single lamp beside the window and a view of the pouring rain. I've spent 1,000 nights up here listening to the city breathe, watching taxis cross the avenue like ghosts that never leave. The walls remember every season, every dream that came and went, every promise I believed in, and every dollar that I spent. The older I get, the less I need, the quieter the world becomes when you stop chasing speed. In the room above the bar, I learned how to be alone, not lonely, just comfortable. Inside a life I've grown, the city keeps on talking, but I no longer need its charm. I found everything I needed in the room above the bar. There was a time I feared the silence, like it had something to prove. Always searching for distractions, always needing something new. But the years have a way of teaching what ambition cannot see. The strongest kind of freedom is becoming who you'll be. Now the rain sounds like a melody, and the darkness feels like home, because peace arrives the moment you stop running from your own. The moon hangs over a rooftop, silver on the aging stone, and every light below reminds me how far I've come alone. In the room above the bar, I learned how to be alone, not lonely, just comfortable. Inside a life I've grown, the city keeps on talking, but I no longer need its charm. I found everything I needed in the room above the bar. Spend their whole lives trying to impress the crowd, building castles made of echoes, speaking far too loud. But peace never knocked on my door until I learned this part. The world gets quieter when you finally hear your heart. Above the bar, I learned how to be alone, not lonely, just comfortable. Inside a life I've grown, the city keeps on talking, but I no longer need its charm. I found everything I needed in the room above the bar. And when the final evening comes, in the last whiskey jar, I'll leave a light behind the window in the room above the bar. beautiful. And somewhere in the silence, a man finally rests. There's a glass of midnight waiting on a table by the door. The same old amber conversation I've had 1,000 times before. The city glows beyond the window like a photograph in blue, and every light reminds me of someone that I once knew. The years move like smoke through the darkness, quietly changing shape, taking some things away forever, leaving others to escape. The night has always listened better than most people do. It never interrupts the silence or tells me what is true. Here's to a glass of midnight, raised to the roads I've crossed, to every hard-earned lesson and everything I've lost, to the dreams that kept me moving when the sky was cold and gray. Here's to a glass of midnight and another survived day. I remember chasing answers across cities and years, thinking wisdom waited somewhere beyond the doubts and fears. But wisdom arrived quietly, like rain against the pain, not as a sudden revelation, but through ordinary pain. Now I don't need every answer or every mystery solved. I've learned that peace grows stronger when the ego isn't involved. The moon hangs over rooftops like a lantern in the haze, watching over tired souls in their unfinished days. Here's to a glass of midnight, raised to the roads I've crossed, to every hard-earned lesson
dreams that kept me moving. When the sky was cold and gray, here's to a glass of midnight and another survived day. I need to prove the value of a man lives in how he chooses to move. Not in noise, not in attention, not in trophies on a shelf, but in the promises he keeps when nobody sees but himself. I've crossed, to every hard-earned lesson and everything I've lost, to the dreams that kept me moving when the sky was cold and gray. Here's to a glass of midnight and another survived day. And when the final evening comes fades away, I'll raise one final glass to life and quietly walk away. The glass stands empty, the night remains, and midnight pours another story.